This is an exclusive Charizard VSTAR and Rayquaza VMAX box bundle. It has a bunch of cool stuff inside of it, including exclusive promos only available in this box. So if you guys want to see everything that's included, let's crack it open. Also, you might be wondering where we're filming this. We're actually in Tokyo, Japan right now, and I'm sitting in front of this like udon restaurant, and I was looking for a place I can film this video where it's like not obnoxious and stuff like that. They open up in an hour and 20 minutes, so I definitely have some time to get this video done. Oh yeah, I'm also going to be opening up a bunch of VSTAR universe and showing you guys a huge Pokemon haul as well, which I'm going to film right after this. So if you want to see some Japanese Pokemon cards that I buy, just check out the channel page and you'll see the video. Now before we dive any further, I gotta say this is a really weird, kind of awkward filming session because I'm filming this in public. A lot of people are walking by as I film this. This is the Charizard VSTAR and Rayquaza VMAX deck bundle. This is exclusively available only in Japan, and you get that exclusive label on the very back right there, which says for sale in Japan only, made in Japan. Buying Pokemon cards in Japan is really hard. This is like one of the few things you can actually buy alongside like a couple other starter decks and like sets that no one really wants to buy. This was a really cool product to find, especially since it has exclusive promos to this box set that have not yet released in English, and they honestly might not ever release in English. So if you're a fan of Charizard or Rayquaza, this is definitely a really good box to buy, and there's a lot of stuff included in it. So with that said, let's rip this packaging open. I'm hyped to just play with these cards as well. I'm gonna keep these decks the way they were built so that I can play games with my friends like Robert, where it's like a very equal battleground. Now, this whole premise is VSTAR versus VMAX. So Charizard VSTAR deck and then Rayquaza VMAX deck, it's all in one nice package right here. So we're gonna slide open this little seal thing. Before we take a look at everything in this really cool box, let's take a look at the promos and the little extras that they included. So first up, here's a look at the Charizard coin that they have included in this special Charizard VSTAR Rayquaza VMAX box, and then you also get a Rayquaza coin as well. They feel very light and on the smaller side. Charizard VSTAR promo card. It doesn't say promo in the bottom right, so this might have been released in a different set in Japan, but I gotta say the quality, man, of Japanese cards is so nice. The centering is also always really solid, and I love Charizard. I'm sure you guys do too if you like this, if you're watching this video. And yeah, there's a look at the back. This Zard is definitely a very collectible Zard right here. So it has the same attacks as the regular Charizard VSTAR. I'll have that on screen on the left side. And you guys can just compare the English art to the Japanese deck art right here. Wow, look at that texture. I love the Japanese texturing for the cards that they do. It looks phenomenal. Like, look at that. Look at the way the light hits it. Absolutely beautiful. Want to give a huge shout out to my friend Young Big Mac. He does a lot of Pokemon content as well, and he's a big Rayquaza fanboy. Common question of the day, which will enter you in a giveaway for a Charizard Ultra Premium collection. Comment down below, which Pokemon do you like more? Charizard VSTAR or Rayquaza VMAX? And these specific arts, you could say too, or just the Pokemon, it doesn't really matter. But for myself, I'm gonna go with Team Charizard. But both of these cards look amazing. This Rayquaza VMAX is the same exact effects and attacks and stuff that the regular Rayquaza VMAX has. So there's your look at both of those cards. Let's take a look at what's inside of this box. Because this box, oh my gosh, this box is so cool. Definitely a display-worthy piece. Pokemon card game right there. And then, oh, so it's not just one copy, of course, because they're full decks. You're also getting a bunch more. So you got even more Charizard VSTARs action going on here. And we also have the Rayquaza VMAX action going on here too. So even more copies. We're gonna go through the decks one by one. But before we do, let's get to the other goodies that come in this box. You have a dedicated, that's right, a beautiful dedicated deck box for Charizard. I love this. This is phenomenal. You guys hear about how I complain all the time about how the starter decks in like North America, the V Battle decks, they come with deck boxes, but you can't use them because if you sleeve up your cards, they don't fit in the box. If you were to sleeve up this deck, it fits right inside of this Charizard deck box. It looks amazing. All right, next up, we have the Rayquaza deck box as well. And it looks like they have a couple other things too in this box. We have a small little box right here for Charizard and Rayquaza. And I think what they do with this is you can essentially store your dice, your damage counters, and all that kind of stuff in this very, you know, perfectly sized box. Let's open up this Charizard box and see what they have in here. I do feel like a little rattle. Here are both of the dividers they have included, which is really, oh shoot, it fell through the crack. So here's just another look at the Rayquaza deck box. Really nice. I'm definitely digging this a lot, and we'll just open it up, and you also have more dividers featuring Rayquaza and like a green version of the energy things that we just saw a second ago. What is this? Ooh, I'm not sure what the heck this is. It looks like some sort of, yeah, I don't know what this is, but they have it. Check this out. We also have a massive package sheet of a bunch of things in here. So, oh my gosh, there's a lot of stuff in this box. Hopefully I don't make too big of a mess. I have to make sure I keep this clean and tidy. I'm borrowing the space after all. So we have some VSTAR markers, which is really cool. And you don't need the VSTAR marker for the Rayquaza deck. Obviously, there's no Rayquaza VSTAR. And I've never seen cardboard VSTAR markers before, and it has like a nice metallic kind of shine finish to it. Damage counters right here, which you can put in that handy box I showed you guys earlier. Got 10s, 50s, 100s, burn, and poison. So really great if you are going to be playing the game, which hopefully you are if you're buying this product. And you also have a little promo thing for Charizard. We open it up, and it teaches you what to do. Attach energies and use Magma Basin right here to put 2 damage counters on your bench fire Pokemon. So it has basically a bunch of strats by the looks of it. We got Ninetales there featured on the page as well. It has a little promo for VSTAR Universe right here. The cards you can pull from VSTAR Universe. Got the Rayquaza guide. So it's like those little guidebooks that they have in the starter decks in English, but they have it in these Japanese bundles. So this is the strats for Rayquaza. You use the stadium to put the Pokemon you want on the bench, and then you charge it up and all that good stuff. If you are new to the game, or you know you're new to using these decks, it gives you the strats right away, which is really nice. We have a massive play mat for using Charizard and Rayquaza, and it has all English words instead of Japanese, but yeah, that's a really cool playmat. So once again, here are the Charizard VSTAR and Rayquaza VMAX cards. Now we're gonna get into the actual decks themselves. So let's start off with the Rayquaza VMAX deck. There are no sleeves, unfortunately, but sleeves are actually really cheap here in Japan, so I'll be definitely buying a bunch more sleeves here, and if I end up buying like a bunch extra, which I intend to do, I will be bringing them over to my eBay store and selling them to you guys for pretty decent fair prices, I'd say. But let's take out this deck right here. It's a nice 60 card deck, and by the looks of it too, oh, the quality, oh my gosh, I love the quality of Japanese cards. It's phenomenal. They're so smooth, so nice, and they don't smell the same as English cards, I can tell you that much, but it's still a good smell. Rayquaza VMAX, I wonder if this is going to be in a particular order, because that would definitely be nice. Yes, it is. All right, so we got 2 Rayquaza VMAXs. We got 1 Rayquaza V, another Rayquaza V. Oh my gosh, look at this. Reverse Holo. This Mareep looks phenomenal. It looks really cool. So we got a couple copies of Mareep. 1, 2, 3, and then we got Flaffy right here. All these cards already have like an English counterpart, but seeing them in this nice reverse holo is definitely really nice. So we got Flaffy, which is like the energy charging engine for this deck. We got, I believe, Thundurus right here. So an alternative basic Pokemon attacker, which is pretty cool. We got 1 copy of that. We got Halepatile right here as well, the candy looking Pokemon, a little basic feed Pokemon that doesn't do too much. Oh, it evolves? Does it evolve? I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know if it evolves. We got this thing, which I don't really know what it is, and this is actually so sick. So it looks like all the cards in this this deck are all reverse holo. Like, that is really nice. I love that. Zeraora right here with 1 attack and 120 HP. Pretty cool art for the Zeraora, I gotta say. We got another Zeraora. We got Energy Search, another important staple card for this deck. We got Ultra Ball. Everyone loves Ultra Ball, and it's essential card. And it really combos well with this deck because you charge up energies from the discard pile. So you can use Ultra Ball to discard those energies and use Flappy to recycle them back onto Rayquaza. So we got 4 copies of an Ultra Ball, which is great. We got Switch, another essential card in many decks. We got 3 copies of Switch. We got Level Ball here, which would be great for grabbing Mareep or Flaffy out of your deck. Those are key cards in this deck. We got Judge. Judge is like a Marnie, but not really, but it's very similar to Marnie. We got, I believe, I forget his name now, Barry. It's basically a generic draw 3 supporter, so nothing too special right there with that one. We got some Professor's Research action going on. Discard your hand, draw 7 cards. So this combos really well with their Rayquaza abilities, of course, and the Fluffy energy system. We got Zinnia's Resolve, which is very, makes sense because it is a dragon deck with Rayquaza. So we got a couple copies of Zinnia's Resolve. We got Boss's Orders. That's dope. We got 1 copy, 2 copies. Boss's Order, you need to have them in like any deck so you can attack the exact Pokemon you want. So it's nice to see that they have 2 copies of this included. So the games, like these games that you're gonna play with these decks are gonna be pretty like intermediate level, I'd say. Not like basic at all. These are like level, I'd put these at like level 3 starter deck level, similar to the Mew VMAX League Battle deck or the Ice Rider VMAX League Battle deck. We got the Stadium right here, which lets you put a basic dragon or electric Pokemon onto your bench. And now onto the energies. Oh my gosh, we're gonna get a bunch of holographic energies. I'm here for it. I love this. So we got 1 fire energy, 2 fire energy, 3 fire energy, 4, and these are all reverse holo. 5, 6, so 6 fire energies. You need fire and electric for Rayquaza to attack. And then onto the electric energies, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 electric energies, and that's because the electric energies are the main ones you're going to be using to discard and use your attacks to get extra damage with, and Flappy's able to charge electric energies, not fire. So really cool Rayquaza VMAX deck right here. Next up, let's put this away in our handy dandy notebook, our handy dandy Rayquaza deck box right there. We'll just put a little thing there to cover the hollow part, and there you go. That's the Rayquaza deck. All right, now let's get to the Charizard VSTAR deck. Oh, this is awesome. Like, imagine if they released this kind of product in English. Oh my gosh, people would lose it, and also the scalpers and the resellers would try and eat this stuff up. But this is really cool, and this was one of the items that was sold out at a lot of places I went. So the one Walmart I bought this at in Japan, this was like the only Walmart that had it left. Let's get to the Charizard deck right now. And again, if you guys are enjoying this video, I would love if you hit that like button down below. It helps make these videos possible because being in Japan is expensive. So thank you for your thumbs up and your comments and all that good stuff. All right, next up, let's get to the Charizard deck. And someone's taking a photo of me because I'm vlogging out here. All right, so we got Charizard VSTAR 1, Charizard VSTAR 2, and then onto regular Charizard, we got 1 Charizard V, and probably just 2 Charizard Vs. Yeah, 2 Charizard Vs. Next up, we got the other alternate Pokemon in this this deck. We got a Vulpix, 1 Vulpix, 2 Vulpix. We got a Ninetales, which is really nice. 2 copies of Ninetales, I'd assume. Ooh, we got a Growlithe lineup. I love Growlithe. 2 copies, 3 copies of Growlithe, and a couple copies of Arcanine. Oh, I love this Arcanine. This is one of my favorite Sword and Shield era Arcanine arts. I love it. Moltres right here. This was actually the art that they used in the Brilliant Stars build and battle kits. So here it's just like a regular art that they have in a starter deck. So we got 1 copy of that, 2 copies of that. We got Entei. I love this Entei too. This Entei is phenomenal. Beautiful Entei. 1 copy of Entei. We got Energy Switch, which is really good. It's going to combo well with Magma Basin because Magma Basin only lets you put energy onto the Pokemon on your bench. So Energy Switch will let you move that to your active. So we got 1 copy of Energy Switch onto the Pokeballs. Instead of Ultra Balls, it looks like we got 1 copy of Great Ball. Oh, 2 copies of Great Ball. All right, onto the Ultra Balls. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 copies of Ultra Ball. We got 2 copies of Switch. We got, I forget this guy's name, but we got this trainer right here, the supporter. We got 2 of them. We got 2 copies of Judge, I would assume. 2 copies of Barry, or yeah, Barry, I think. 4 copies. Oh my gosh, 4 copies of that. That's really a lot. We got Professor's Research. This is an amazing card. We got 1 copy, 2 copies, 3 copies, 4 copies. Onto Boss's Orders. We got 1 copy here, a 2nd copy, a Magma Basin, 1 copy, 2 copy, 3 copies. So Magma Basin is a really, really important card in this deck. It lets you put a basic fire energy onto your bench Pokemon at the cost of 20 damage onto your Pokemon. Small little short-term pain for that long-term game. You have long-term gain. 1 fire, 2 fire, 3 fire, 4 fire, 5 fire, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 8, that's a lot of energies. Holy smokes. And that's 18. If you guys enjoyed this video, again, answer the comment question of the day. Do you like Charizard or Rayquaza more? Hit that like button, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.